We're gonna dive into these multiplication and division cards that the brand sent me today and see what they're all about. I've already taken a peek, and these are great for your at-home learning with your littles. Also great for if you're doing one-on-one instruction as a teacher, you could use them in small groups, and they're great for your math centers. So let's dig in to see what all is included. This comes with 3 different sets of flashcards. We have our multiplication cards, our division cards, and then we have triangle cards, which we'll get into what these are in just a second. It's pretty cool. We also have our multiplication and division chart, and we do have 2 12-sided dice. Inside, we will find quite a few different cards. We've got all of the instructions for multiple different ways that you can use these cards. We also have 3 different sets of cards: mastered, sort of know, and don't know yet. As you're going through the cards, you or your child can put them into categories based on if they've mastered it, don't know yet, or sort of know it. The cards are all color-coded on the top, and those colors correlate to your multiplication and division chart. So as they're looking for the numbers, they can also look by color to find where that number lives. And then on the back of each of these is the solution. So here's what the front looks like: 2 times 6. And then on the back, we've got 2 times 6 equals 12. We can look at our little times table there, go down 6 over 2, and then we can count our squares, get our 12. The division cards work the exact same way. We have our don't know yet, sort of know, and mastered. We have all the different equations, and they're color-coded still to match this division chart. And then on the front of them, here's our 21 divided by 3, and on the back, it tells us 21 divided by 3 is 7, and then we come down 7 and over 3. Then here's the example of how we can count by 3s to get there. You go over to the third, and then you can count on the side, or 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, brings us to the 7. And then this chart over here actually does show the full numbers. So if they were looking down, it has the 21 right in there. Now it comes with a list of games that you can play with the multiplication and division. Some of the games are solving it backwards. So if we say, if 27 divided by 3 is 9, what is 3 times 9? Another game they have is to half it or double it, whether you're using multiplication or division. Of course, if it's even, for halving to make it easier. And then we have slapjack, lay out 3 cards, call out the answer to one of the cards, and then the person who slaps it first. Or you can just have it with one child and they slap it. We can keep going, multiply again. We can look to find it if we name a number. Let's say I name 5 and they have 3 cards out. They can pick which one of these is going to be 5, and then you can play war with them as well. You can do any of this with the dice too, instead of using the cards, and that just makes it even more fun. So we can say 4 and 2. You can do 4 divided by 2 is 2, or 2 times 4 is 8. Now let's take a look at these triangle cards. Here are the triangle cards, and these are so interesting and cute. So they actually look like a triangle. We still have our don't know, sort of know, and mastered, and here's what these cards look like. They are also color-coded the same way that everything else is, except for each side has a different color because there's different numbers. Now this card works in a few different ways. We can say 8 times 6 is 48, or we can say 48 divided by 8 is 6, or we can go 48 divided by 6 is 8. On the back of these cards, we also have our times table, and we have our number grouping down the side. And they do include different ideas for teaching methods. You could do the multiplication or the division. You could do all of them like we just showed. You could look at the chart on the back. You could practice the skip counting. You could also focus on just one factor at a time. So many different things that you could do. Here's everything that this set comes with. It has so many different options, so many different ways of learning, and this is just great for anybody who is learning multiplication and division.